Let that money talk. You bout that bad, let that money talk. Let that money talk. You bout that bad, let that money talk. Now if you focus bout that bad, let that money talk. You on your hustle and your grind, let that money talk. You bout your vision and your goals, let that money talk. You out here getting it all the time, let that money.
Just tuning in.
Yo.
Let that money talk. You bout that bad, let that money talk. Let that money talk. You bout that bad, let that money talk. Now if you focus about that bad, let that money talk.
Talk.
Hustle in your grind, let that money talk.
Hey.
You bout your goals, let that money talk.
Okay, okay.
All right. With the okay, I see how we doing it. Yeah.
Had to hit him with a little intro, you hear me?
All right.
All right. Well, I'm definitely feeling the haircut, but let me do an intro because I'm practicing. Welcome y'all to Money Talk. This is your girl Sevvvan, aka Money. If you don't know, now you know. Your girl is interviewing artists and entrepreneurs on their journey. And yeah, we're about to get into our special guest tonight, Cas Hatchett, but this is part 2. If you've been staying tuned, you already know he is a vet, a OG with MoneeeTalkk.
Get around.
Definitely.
You know?
So how you doing? I see you got a haircut. It looks
hey,
nice.
you feel me? Coming brand new.
You coming brand new. I'm digging it.
Thank you.
So what's the inspiration behind that?
Shit, just part of the journey. You feel me? Fresh starts, new beginnings. You feel me? Plus, I didn't have my full crown like I wanted. I only had the dreads at the top. I actually had a fade at the bottom. A lot of people ain't know that. So,
Okay, I kind of figured you had some type of swag going on, of
I mean,
course.
I had a
You know, with the
it was a
dances,
little
you got.
different, but I want the full. You feel me? So I'm just starting over. Like fuck it, starting over on the beard too. Like why not?
I see. Why not? Why not?
You know, ain't
Doing
nothing
something
wrong with
different.
starting over. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah. It ain't nothing wrong with starting over. You can start fresh. It's a new day every day. Get the
Yes,
chance.
indeed.
You rocking that gear? Cool as shit clothing?
You already know.
All right. You know you have to represent, you know.
For sure. What's
So
the
yeah,
deal? What's the deal?
you know it's the deal. We get into it, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yes, indeed.
Just staying focused. You know, that's it.
All
I
right.
guess it's getting older.
Woo.
So yeah,
Getting. Got
gotta
me.
right is.
For
So yeah,
real.
you know, gotta get it
It's
together.
all right. You feel me? As long as you age in the right way, you know, it comes with wisdom. A lot of motherfuckers getting dumber with age. I still don't understand how that's happening. You know, what they say is, the older you get, dumber you get. The more I teach you, dumber you get, type shit.
I guess, but it's supposed to be the other way around, I
Exactly. Everybody need to be on the same page. We all need to be focused on elevation, especially, you know, in the era we in. Shit. I remember being young and seeing like my parents at this age, and they seem so much more grown up than everybody around me seems. You
guess.
feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Maybe we just have more youth. I don't know, but it seemed like
We have more access, I'll say, to like they figured a lot of shit out. Like, you know, I feel like back then it was still a lot of I don't know. You could do a lot more than now. Now you can do a lot more, but it's a lot of restrictions. It ain't no help.
yeah,
It's no I don't know.
we got more resources though. Everybody know how to use that shit, man. I remember going to go get information out the encyclopedia. You feel me? And some people don't even know how to get information out their fucking phone, but they in the phone all day. You
Yeah.
know, the phone is an amazing resource. It's really a computer in your hand, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we got,
Definitely just know how to work it.
yeah, it's crazy. I was just talking to somebody about how we was able to watch technology transform. Like we had the first flat screen in our houses, the first computer. I remember when all the phones had wires and the cordless phone was a brand new thing. Like, we watch fucking cell phones turn into touch screens, all that shit. Like, we watch the world change like a motherfucker. And, I be feeling like sometimes, our people ain't keeping up with the change and keeping up with all the shit that's going on. We falling behind, in a massive way.
Yeah, but I feel like it has a lot to do with it's scary to people. It's different. It's new. It's like
Yeah.
unfamiliar.
But especially shit like AI. A lot of people are very weary of what AI could become. And for good reason. We got movies like fucking Terminator and shit and I Robot. So, but it's a tool that it really can be utilized if you know what you're doing. But it's also not something I think people should rely on. And it seems like people are starting to rely on that shit. Like, that's what got the algorithm so fucked up, bro, is AI's detection of data, bro. That gives you your algorithm. And it takes the originality out of shit, bro. Like, imagine somebody telling you, like, I can have AI do the same interviews you do. Like, no, the fuck you can't. AI can't build this energy, you feel me? Or, like, give off original, authentic shit. And I'm starting to think, like, who really is catching the ass end of AI right now? Artists. Because everybody's just going straight to the internet and get their art made with AI. You feel me? So, I mean, it's the evolution of technology, though. Shit's changing.
So what are you doing like in that moment since you feel like it's all
the time? I've been using AI here and there for stuff. I'm learning about it. You feel me? I'm not gonna be lost with the technology. Like when I make my clothes, I've learned how to use AI to help me with my designs.
yeah.
Like somebody, they bring me a picture and say I want this on a shirt, but their picture is bullshit. So I use AI to help me clear the picture up, and then I do my own little tweaking and shit that I need to do to it, and then I'll have AI clean it up at the end type shit. You feel me? And then I'll, like I said, enhance the color or the brightness after that. And then I have an AI app take the background out. So, if you know how to use the tools, that shit is beneficial as hell.
Saves on time and everything. I
Hell
mean, yeah, I
yeah.
use AI for some stuff too. I definitely think it helps.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is definitely true. We have seen life develop and grow as,
Yeah. We watched like the death of fucking music stores. Remember, you used to be able to go
yeah,
into the music store?
CDs.
Oh God, bro, that shit gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having to pick a CD and then having to change it. Like or having the 6-changer CD
I
player.
remember tapes. You had to rewind that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, or just remembering when the tapes when you was able to ooh yeah, like just the iPods. We
Mm-hmm.
used to carry the iPods and they used to be fat,
Mm-hmm.
real fat, and then they got real skinny.
Yeah.
Or just putting the tape with the little cord to it so you can plug up
Yeah,
your
with your headphones and shit. Oh, God, bro, I remember that. You remember the CD players? You couldn't do too much moving around with them because they would skip.
yeah,
Good
definitely.
times. How far you think this shit gonna go? Like, we already watching a lot of shit that we saw in the Jetsons happen in real life. Like rockets that can land themselves, and this type of shit is the shit we saw them doing on the Jetsons, talking to each other on FaceTime. Like, you think it'll get as far as flying cars one day?
Yeah.
Think so? That'd be crazy. I don't
It's
think that shit gonna happen.
too advanced for me.
That shit. The only reason why I think shit like that could be detrimental without things like AI is because people driving cars right now, it's already one of the leading causes of death is because people can't drive a car like a fucking robot and they drive into each other and they do dumb shit. Everybody drive different. I think for something like flying cars to happen, it would have to be some type of AI controlling that for people to not be fucking crashing out the sky. So it's beneficial in a way, you know. Shit, imagine I
No,
have to
but
fucking
imagine just having to get. I just don't like that much control. You know, I want to
yeah.
be able to leave. Like, right? Let's just say if they did, and only robots can fly the car, you gonna have to trust a robot to fly you everywhere you go, to come pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm not feeling. I want to be able to leave when I want to leave. What if it's like a shutdown, some shit happened, they like nobody can leave?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Would you ride in a self-driving car?
not like in the back seat. No, I need to be in the front seat still and just have be able to.
Yeah, but just full on riding in the back and ain't nobody in the driver's seat at all. Because I've been seeing those out here. No driver in the front seat at all. Everybody in the back seat. They use it like Uber.
Yeah, no.
I want to do it once. I don't know why. It seemed like that shit is almost like riding a roller coaster to me. It seems scary as fuck for some reason.
If I had a choice to stay in the future, have to start from scratch with my own island, I would go start from scratch with my own island. Where
For real?
they're like right like this with the
With the fucking the hammer and this shit, bro.
because I'm just not with it. If we gotta make shit from scratch and we walking around like Adam and Eve in this bitch,
Mhm.
I'm not even tripping because I just don't trust it. I don't like it.
What you think about the robots? Like Tesla got the robot. Would you have a robot maid or a robot chef in your house? What about like a robot trash can or something that's not as crazy as that? You feel me?
Okay, so I ain't gonna lie. I thought it would probably be cool to have the little vacuum, like the one that, but it's still, again, I still don't mind sweeping. Like, there's brooms, I mean, there's vacuums, but I literally still
You
have
see
a
that?
broom because I still sweep. Like, I'm old school with it. Like, it's nothing wrong with sweeping. It's like a work. I don't know. Like, the first thing I do when I'm cleaning, I don't gonna be like, oh, let me plug up the vacuum. Yeah. I feel like even when I vacuum, I still gotta sweep because I don't get the corners that good.
And
Like,
one day
I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
be able to walk into your house and put that shit on clean mode. And fucking house gonna clean itself. That shit's
Okay,
crazy. But I really feel like
so
shit's
but
gonna happen like
yeah,
that.
yeah, I don't like stuff like that. What was that Disney movie where was Smart House when the house um was a smart house where they cooked, cleaned, she made dinner.
Oh shit.
She ended up
I ain't seen that.
she ended up turning on the family and locked them in the house and messed up the house. Like, yeah, no. What do people, that's what I'm saying. Why do people give robots and shit so much like trust? Like, you don't even trust the nigga, your own cousin, but you trust a robot that could malfunction at any time and chop your damn head off. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's true. Shit, people trust fucking Google. I learned recently that a lot of the fucking information that people look up, that
it's
should
from
be wrong.
people.
It's from
Yes,
people. You can go to Wikipedia and you
and,
can
and
give
edit.
information for them to put on the page.
Yeah.
Like I could start my Wikipedia and be like, that nigga was 6'9", 250, all muscle. And everybody go look if you Wikipedia and everybody gonna say that. Look at his Wikipedia. He's 6'9", 250, all muscle.
Wow. Yeah.
Like that's true. It's a lot of power in that in technology. Shit.
Yeah. No, I'm not digging that. And then it's funny, like, how the hell y'all building stuff, but y'all still ain't. I mean, now they say they found the cure to cancer, right?
They doing shit and they still got other shit, old shit to do.
Right. You need to focus and focus. Let's turn that head back around because you
Hmm.
still got shit you need to take care of. You
That's like,
and that's what makes me feel like you sweeping shit under the rug, which they are, they're just confirming a lot of conspiracy
hmm
theories because we know again that they're trying to kill people. I'm
exactly.
just saying, you know.
How have we not come up with a cure for the common cold? The most common sickness that everybody in the world has, but we can come up with a shot that fixes an epidemic like in months. I mean, a pandemic, like that's crazy. The, but shit, medical care is really like it's treatment. It's not a cure, you know. So
It's just literally a big shit show.
indeed.
Like, especially with I didn't see the whole initiation. I just seen bits and pieces of it, but a lot of things, as far as
Mm-hmm. A lot of symbolism.
yeah. I just, you know,
I didn't even watch it. I've only watched it like 2 clips of things that's went viral, and I'm like, oh, they was showing their ass up in there, huh? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's laughing for sure. He's having a big fat old laugh.
Yeah.
But I just want to throw out there, even though Elon Musk is finicky, he's a Cancer, so shout out to Cancer. No,
He get a pass to see a cancer. That's
you know,
crazy.
he
Hey,
gets close, like, because it's just the mindset. Like, I'm telling you, once you, like, really, that creativity is great.
that motherfucker, he's like Batman almost. Like he's like what hero had a lot of money? That was Iron Man. Nigga that just had a lot of money was just building whatever the fuck he
Oh,
wanted to
yeah.
build. I'm gonna build a suit. I'm gonna build a rocket
Mm-hmm.
and be rich and have this business. I'm gonna own that business, and the whole world is gonna know who I am. He was famous.
Uh-huh.
Like that nigga, like Iron Man, and he's not building any of this shit. He just got the money. He got the idea, and he just be like, I want to make this happen, and he finding people to do it. And he make it happen.
Yeah, it's definitely sick. He's a sick individual.
You think he gonna go power crazy, or you think he already power crazy?
He's already power crazy, and he's gonna get more power crazy because I'm sure they've already talked about what's gonna happen, and he has his hand in a lot of stuff. I mean, just imagine you regular Dexter 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 10 years from you've literally got your hand on the United States.
Yeah.
He invested so much money in Trump. Anything he pick up and call, they have lunch together, dinner together. They could be would be funny.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If some shit he wanna just pop off,
Just try some shit.
Trump gonna make a call. That's it.
Let's make this island full of robots. Trump gonna be like,
Sure.
let's do it.
You know what? That's a good idea.
No, I was thinking the robots. It's a good idea.
So
That shit.
fucking dome.
It's
They try to put a dome over a state.
yeah, you never know.
You never know.
He digging tunnels in LA.
Yeah.
We got Tesla tunnels out here now. You can drive a fucking Tesla in a tunnel under LA. And you know why he did that? He said he woke up one day and was like, I don't like LA traffic. So he called the state and he was like, I want to build a tunnel that I can drive under. What do I gotta do? And it was like, go file a permit to dig the hole. That's it. And he went on the video. He was like, y'all be thinking the shit I'm doing is impossible, but I just went to the court and told them I wanted to dig a hole because I don't like traffic. And they told me to go file a permit to dig a hole. And I got approved.
Money like that. They ain't going to question it because they know who it is. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't finna walk in there like, hey, traffic bad. Let me put a tunnel under the east side so the homies can drive through.
They want to see, nigga, bank statements for the last 10 years.
Oh, God.
If you own...
Like, what the fuck?
Or not been in jail. Did you graduate? Did you go to college?
Speaking of that, if you've been to jail thing, that's been a big debate recently because the fucking president is a felon. And you still can't get a job if you're a felon, but you could be the president. Like, how are you still asking niggas, do you have any felonies?
Facts.
Apparently, it don't matter. You could run the country if you got felonies. So I can't have a position at this business with felonies.
I think I saw something where it says he's working to get that off or something. But yeah, still, he had it
Yeah,
prior to him.
yeah,
Yeah.
still, like, come on. You may be an ex-felon. Even if you're ex-felon, you still are a convicted felon, technically. You know, that's how they look at us. Shit. Look at him like that, too. It's funny. Like, I work for, like, a lot of like older black people during the Christmas season, and they like are all like, I want to say like maybe 75% Trump supporters,
Mm-hmm.
and it's crazy because they break it down like, yeah, it's not him. A lot of them support a lot of the policies and the shit they break down. Like, all right, that makes sense. You feel me? And then it's like, yeah, that nigga. Most of them are like, yeah, that nigga's a terrible person though. So a lot of his supporters recognize that he's not a good person. You know, he's a good businessman, and the U.S. is a business, and the business is being ran terrible. So, you know, look at us. We done came far. We in Money Talk talking about politics and shit, bro. Look, hey, we in here. You
We in here.
know.
You know, it's going up, y'all. No, I'm just
Now
ah,
you gotta add that
but
to the intro where we talk about politics. Hey,
if you ain't tapped in, you gotta be tapped in for real.
where you get your
All right.
theme song from? You had somebody make you one, or you found one?
Well, being the wonderful person
She
that
said
I
being
am,
plugged in, you
right?
feel me? We hit the stew.
I just tapped in with a couple of folks. You hear me? I tapped in with a couple of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, they was like, "Of course," type shit.
Indeed.
I'm like, okay, okay. I wasn't sure how it was gonna work. Like, especially it was just like after the interview, the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, tapped in. Abdullah,
Mm-hmm.
fire,
Hey, that was one of your best interviews, man. He was dropping knowledge, man.
man, knowledge. That's what I said. I told him, and with the views, like he really, but just genuinely, he's a good person at heart. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just like when I tapped in, it was just like literally,
He
of
performed
course.
at the show, right? That I went to, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. He was the first
Indeed.
one.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's right.
with the belt.
With the
Yeah,
belt.
yeah,
Oh God.
yeah.
My daddy used to have a fucking belt. Him and his
Yeah.
friends had one they passed around. It was a domino belt. The niggas would play dominoes all night. Whoever left at the end of the night would take the belt home. And like every 1 or 2
That's
years, one of the
dope.
homies would disappear with the belt for months. Yeah,
Of course, that's dope
that
though.
belt was around for years, years and years and years. I was a kid trying to win the domino belt. Never fucking happened, bro. Never. Get
I
my
still,
own damn domino belt and take over there one day. Like, yeah, I got my own belt now.
I can't talk because I still don't know how to play dominoes, or we're not gonna talk about that.
What? It's, I don't know how to play
I was
spades,
gonna say,
so
who I know how to play. Yeah. What's up? What's up?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how to play that shit. I ain't even gonna lie.
Fade and speed is the same thing, right?
Spades and speed? I don't think so. I don't think that's the same thing.
Well, I'm definitely busting down on the I Declare
I know how
Wars.
to play speed. Speed is the shit too.
No, yeah, I do know how to play speed, but
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
You know how to
anyways,
play?
I do. Do you got some questions?
Yeah, yeah. I got
I got
questions
some
for
questions.
you
Yeah,
today.
I got questions for you too today.
Indeed, I got questions about money talk. That's it. You feel me? And what's been going on, man? For one, I see my girl Brittany posted you in the little lash post as part of the, you feel me?
I
IB
be lashing.
lashing.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you feel me? I also see you had tapped in with the other homegirl, Sweetie. You was doing some work with them on a little network thing
Oh.
too. You feel
Uh-huh.
me? Congrats on that too. That's dope as fuck.
Thank
So,
you. Well, unfortunately, that did not completely go through, but
oh,
yeah, it was still
well,
good to
still,
collab on.
that's still dope. You feel me?
Yeah. She's a cool
So,
person.
indeed. So the questions I got about money talk. You feel me? We're gonna go back. We're gonna go past, present, and future.
Right.
Start with the past. What gave you the idea to start Money Talk?
Oh my god. Um. Okay, so the idea literally stemmed from just me wanting to do something to like be positive, like
Mm-hmm.
and spread positivity and just, because I felt like I always had some free game, always talk some good shit, or always had good conversations with people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, people need to hear this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I always had those kind of conversations. So I was like, need to start a podcast. But it stemmed from another podcast idea that I had in mind. But this one, I just put my foot down and
Okay.
set my
Did,
foot forward.
did you start off on Instagram or did you start doing in person first, over the phone interviews? Like, what was the first step you took to make it happen? Or was it
Um,
always interviews? At first, was
huh.
it always interviews?
Yeah, at first it was always interviews.
Okay.
That was the niche. It was always going to be interviews, and I just interview people. And two, I wanted to give a platform, like a platform for people to like talk about it, because I felt like I knew a lot of people in our stages, like still growing, that had a good fucking story, and or just something like I said, I had always had a good conversation with somebody, so
Mm-hmm.
meaningful conversation. So I just put my foot forward with that. But
Okay.
yeah, it was an in-person. My first one I did with Doll Baby and Chambers,
Okay.
and yeah, and that kind of stemmed from just me posting and me reaching out to people, and yeah, the
Okay.
rest is history.
All right. You
It's
want to
cool when
add?
people give you a chance, because at that moment I did not have no followers, like not really, none, less
Yeah.
than 100 when Doll Baby and Chambers said yes. And Chambers, like, they both have
Mm-hmm.
followers and a following, so that was cool too, for them to give me that opportunity, and
Yeah, it's crazy that so much power weighs in on that number. How many followers you got pretty much makes some people decide if they want to validate what you're doing or not, unfortunately. So
Mhm.
I know the same shit. I don't got a lot of followers either. I had even less, but it's going up there little by little, you know. I remember when I was the only person posting my music. So
Right?
growth is growth. You feel me?
Growth is growth. I was
Indeed.
just having a conversation saying, I remember when I had 0 followers and 0 views, and I was just starting out, just trying to get out there. So,
Mm-hmm.
of course, I want to be better and do better, but can't
Yeah.
do everything in one day.
Facts. Indeed. All right, you want to ask me one next, or you want me to
Yeah.
keep going?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to ask you one next. But see, mine's is like, okay, yeah, let's finish on and start with that. Okay. Now I asked about your haircut. But now, what are you doing since we last talked in part 1? I know you were just finishing up the trust issues video,
Mm-hmm.
and you had a couple of performances, live performances.
Yeah.
But I know you've been working and putting out an album.
Yes,
So
indeed.
your girl's been clocking that tea. I've been keeping up with Cash.
Indeed, you
I'm a
keeping
real
up.
fan,
All
y'all.
right, all right. I
Real
see.
fan.
Well, I have 2 last music videos. Well, 3 I wanted to release from my album Gravity. One of them I just released recently, a few
Mhm.
days ago. That's Evacuate. Another one will be releasing in a couple of days, so then I can wrap up Gravity. The third one was a performance I did with my boy at his platform 99 Wayne, but we have to re-record it because they've changed the platform so much now. We're gonna redo it later on in life. You feel me? I want to actually wait and probably do that as like a throwback song. Some people do a performance for an old song. You feel me? I think I want to do that one later because it's still gonna be a vibe.
Yeah.
So while all that was going on, I already had 2 separate projects I was working on. Just Gravity took up so much of last year, it didn't move as fast as I thought it would. So I have another project called Easty as Fuck, which doesn't sound anything like Cass. It's burnt out LA party music. Like for real, for real. I wanted to release that in the summer, but like I said, I didn't get around to it. I'm still gonna release it though. That's with my boy Timmy Tunes. He produced the whole CD, so that's gonna be coming out soon. And then I also have a second project which I haven't titled yet, which is already done, which is Cass, which is my usual type of shit. Both projects are small projects, like between 5 and 8 songs, because at the end of the year I'm gonna be working on my actual album, my first album, titled Indeed. It's my first time I ever said it, so that's the reveal is here. So if anybody tap in, they gonna already know what the title is. So Indeed is the official album title coming out at the end of the year. The next tape that's coming out is called Easty as Fuck. And I'm also working on a children's book, which is probably going to be released a little more towards the middle of the year or end of the year. But I'm trying to do the Dr. Seuss shit, man, because that's probably where my love for rhyming came from. Because I've had Dr. Seuss kids since I was like real young. I would actually sit around and read books when I was little. I had the whole Dr. Seuss collection. That was my shit. So sometimes I think that's where my love for rhyming stemmed from. So I want to be the next Dr. Seuss. I'm going to be the next Dr. Seuss.
I love it. Yes.
First book is titled Ernie Burrs Has Bunny Ears. It's about a kid who has bunny ears. Ernie Burrs. Like if you switch the BU and the E, it says bunny ears. Switch it to Ernie Burrs, bunny ears. You feel me? Just a little play on words. You feel me? Yeah. So, it's about a kid who has bunny ears, and it's like me telling a story of being black with black hair around people who are different from you. And we deal with people wanting to touch our hair and ask us about our hair and all that shit. So I'm telling it like in a kid's form, something that they could connect to. So it's the story of a kid who has bunny ears and how he thinks his ears make him special and it makes him unique, and the things that he can do with his bunny ears that's cool, and the superpowers that his bunny ears gives him. So yeah, that's the first book.
That's dope. That's super great.
Yeah.
I love to hear that, especially that you're tapping in with the children books and stuff. That's dope. I've tried to write a book myself, but more of like an adult book, and it's definitely a process from writing characters to scenes to behind the scenes. You got to write backstories, everything. But I commend you for that. That's dope.
Yeah, you got to let me know what the book is. Don't reveal it yet. But yeah, let me know when you start getting back into it. You feel me? I'm gonna need my autographed copy.
For sure, Ski. Me too. I'm gonna need one of those.
Yeah, I have this thing I want to do with people's stuff like that I'm close to, their originals and they first. My best friend, what she does with a lot of the clothes I release, she'll buy it and put up the original and then get another one made to wear it. And she be pumping me up like, nigga, your shit gonna blow up one day. This is gonna be vintage. This shit gonna be worth a lot of money today. This part of my collection. So definitely gotta add your book to when I start doing my collection of stuff from people that's close to me.
Yes. No, that is tight. That's something to... she's on to something right there. That's smart, though. I mean, why not? I mean, especially nowadays. I still have an Ancient Mama box of pancake mix.
You didn't see... You must not have saw how much that shit was going for.
No, how much is it going for?
What? I don't know how much it was, but when they changed
I've been looking, and I didn't see anything like they were selling it yet.
When they changed the name, the bottles of syrup and the boxes was going for some ridiculous fucking price for a while. People was paying like $100 a box type shit. So I don't know if the craze has died down, but it was a thing for a minute.
Well, now it's definitely about to be a vintage.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's
But
pretty tight.
thank you. Yeah. So we did that.
My
I
bad.
mainly I mainly want to ask like some funny questions, you know, because we got over that part. Until next time.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Keep it a little funny. How
All
many
right.
cars do you think are in LA?
How many cars? I would say there are 90 million cars in LA.
90 million?
Yep.
What 5 uses for a stapler are there other than stapling?
A stapler?
Yeah.
I've seen somebody use a stapler as a hammer before.
Okay.
Some staplers actually have a staple remover attached to them.
Ah.
Um, a paperweight.
You own something.
Um, hmm. I don't
Oh,
know. That's a good fucking question.
you
It's coming to me. Hold on. Okay. They have these things that they use for fishing. That's also a weight to weigh stuff down when you're fishing in the water. So it would be a good fishing weight.
okay.
And a good door stopper.
Not you on your
You
toes.
feel
You,
me?
you is on your toes. Okay, okay. Do you think zombies should be fast or slow and why?
Scientifically speaking, they could be either or, depending on if they have regenerative tissue. Because you got to think about something that comes back to life. That means they're being animated by something else, which means they probably don't feel that they're tired because they're being ran by shit like parasites and shit like that. Like how people don't feel like they're full because they have parasites in their stomach. I would think that a zombie would be the same way. They won't feel like they're tired because they're dead. Like the nerves don't work. Like
So okay, so they won't get sleep. So does that make them fast or does that make them
I would think
slow
no,
down?
cause wait, bodies decompose, so them bones ain't gonna be as strong on a dead body.
I agree,
As
but
well
you
as
have me there with the supernatural, like
yeah, cause
something.
if it's like a supernatural type shit, like nah, they'll be slow. You know why? Cause zombie skin and shit don't grow back like Wolverine. They don't got that type of superpower. They're just reanimated. You know, they wouldn't have any extra powers from the actual physical body had when it was alive. I don't think.
Mhm. If you could rename Money Talk based off of what you've seen, what name would you give me?
Um, hmm, money talk. Hmm, I don't know. The fucking Seven Show or the Hustle Hour.
I, I can dig it. The Seven Show. I like that. No, I'm just-
Yep, Seven Show or the Hustle Hour. Money talk is tight though. I don't know. That's the one right there. You know, they ain't topping that one right there. They not fucking with money talk.
no, I'm just
And I
kidding.
like how you came up with G Talk. That was clever too.
I was gonna I was gonna say I gotta give that one to my man because he definitely came up with that segment. So shout out
Let's go.
to the king. But yes, he definitely G-Talk is definitely going up, and he was right. He was right. I had girl talk. I had to get a G-Talk. I had to get a guy talk.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
but yes. Okay. If you had to transport 10,000 sharks safely across the country in the most efficient way, how would you do it without being so costly effective?
By boat.
How? How are you gonna get the 10,000 sharks though?
Cargo containers.
Water?
Yeah, think about it. You already in the ocean. So if you got a bunch of open containers with sharks and shit in it, you're able to refill that water if the water get low. And as the boat is rocking, you can fill it up with water. They already got cargo containers that's full of cars and all type of shit. So why wouldn't it be able to hold 10,000 sharks? Think about it. One cargo container can probably hold at least 10 sharks. And cargo ships hold at least 1,000 containers.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about how heavy those containers would be. 10,000 times the weight with the water. Why
But
not just have a big ass net?
but have you seen the cargo containers ships? They stack like 10 cargo containers on top of each other, right? And
With
then it'd
water
be 10 more
inside?
across. But cargo ship containers are crazy. And they be out on the open sea with hundreds of containers on them. Thousands of containers probably.
All right, all right. It sounds kind of
Let me
scary to
see.
me. I won't be able
10.
to.
Maybe not thousands, but definitely probably 1,000 at the most. Probably 1,000. Let's find out. I'm gonna find out. I'm going to find out for sure. But that's the best way I could think of because across across land, like I don't see how that's even possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're driving in something with water in it and you gotta stop and go and stop and go, and how you gonna refill if you in the middle of Texas somewhere and ain't no water around, like you in the middle of the desert? Or no, by air would be crazy. That'd cost way too
Way
much.
too
That'd be definitely
much.
the least cost efficient way to transport 10,000 sharks. So yeah, I would go by boat.
Oh, all right.
Hmm.
Your turn.
Or wait, are these sharks alive? Because
Yes.
if it's shark food, you feel me? If they ready to eat, they don't even need no water. They
Right.
good.
No, no, no. They definitely alive. No.
Oh shit.
I wouldn't trust 10,000 sharks of meat,
You think
like
sharks
to
is,
be fresh.
do you think sharks are actually scared of people like people say they are? And they be like, don't be scared of sharks. Sharks are scared of you.
Hell no, not when we swimming. Maybe if we was on the land and they were on land and we're standing, yeah. But inside the sea, like in the ocean, no.
Yeah.
We
Nah,
we look like a big ass piece of meat.
exactly. Because if you see a shark that's beached on the sand, you ain't gonna be as scared of that motherfucker. You in my world now, nigga. You can't
No, but
breathe.
yeah, no, they bite still.
Oh, they bite like a motherfucker.
But yeah, your turn now.
All right. So, let's talk about money talk. We did the past. Let's do the present. Okay. So, what are like some some things you've noticed now that have gotten better from when you first started?
Ooh.
I know you was already saying the following, of course.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's been growth all around, but yeah, just views, people just engaging. Yeah, I do appreciate, people got to pay to tap in. So when they book and they, you know,
Mm-hmm.
appreciate the fuck is going on. No. That's what I appreciate the most. That's the growth, because back then it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't, and I'm not being cocky in no way.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it's gotten any easier? Is it easier for you now that you do it more, or is it harder because more has been added to your plate since starting?
Easier in what way?
Like the process of having to set up for an interview, book a person,
Oh,
you feel me? Or is it more hectic now because you have to do this for so many more people now?
I would say it's definitely more time consuming than when I first started, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Um, Definitely far as all around, far as me doing the work from that you see on via Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Threads,
Mm-hmm.
Snapchat. Sometimes that's moi, and
Indeed.
I have to go to events. Me and the team, we tap in and we go to events, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like if I don't do these things, it would literally die down. And I've seen it when I hurt my foot and I wasn't able to go to events. I wasn't really able to post as much content. It was like, it's just like any other thing, I guess, in a market, this market, especially podcasting,
Mm-hmm.
especially just social media. You got to keep it fresh, got to keep it in their face.
Yeah,
And yeah, just keep it fresh.
indeed.
So
And when you pop out professional. You pop out with the team. You be having your tablet as soon as you pop out the car. I was like, all right, look at Sevvvan. She ready to go. You feel
every
me? I'm like, Sevvvan got
every time.
bodyguards and shit? Oh, no. Damn.
Ah,
The fuck?
money
Hey.
talk. Wow. No, I'm just playing. No, for real. I mean business for real when
Indeed.
I hit the scene, and I want people to take it serious and know that I'm fun. I like to have fun and I play around too. But
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to this,
Mm-hmm.
for sure, I need to take it serious because I want you to come take it serious too and still have
Mm-hmm.
fun. Like we can do both.
Indeed.
And so when people really do give me these reviews, when they're saying that response, just to not, to my heart a little bit, but let me, because it's my first interview. No, I'm
Mm-hmm.
when he was like, it was the most professional podcast that he's experienced, and I get that a lot, like on my DMs, because after the interview, I most likely tap in
Mm-hmm.
with the interviewee, and I'm like, thank you for tuning in, like so I get that
Mm-hmm.
response a lot, but just for him to say it live, it's like because I'm not trying to be like pushing it, but
Yeah.
it's true because sometimes I don't get to really sit down and congratulate myself.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys do it or when people do it, I appreciate it, but it's like me, I'm like Kobe, like the game's not finished. Like, it's not done. Like I'm not where I'm at. I'm not where I
Yeah.
want to be yet, but thank you. But the grind, I got to keep going. But sometimes I really do need to stop for a second and be like, damn, I really have grown because I do take the time to send the email and I do take the time to make the email and I really do like be professional even when I go out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have swag either way, like for real, I really do. But it's like, I keep it classy for sure. Like, and
Indeed.
I mean, I'm not playing the games. Yeah, so now it's definitely a purpose. Like I have a name behind it. Before when I dressed like that or whatever, it's like, well, she just dressed nice and
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm just playing. Now it's like, you know, I have a podcast and then I got my squad behind me, my team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's like, it's more so now it's like, oh, who is that? A lot of people come and like, oh, what do you do? Like, you know, and then they'll see the podcast or they'll come to approach me, like, and talk to me. So if anything, those are the things that I see that's the growth. At first, in the beginning, even though I'm still reaching out to people, and I appreciate that, but I appreciate that putting in that work in the beginning, now I'm seeing where it could take me. Like, because like I said, just from doing those things, being professional, staying straight, I'm getting good feedback. So
Indeed. All right. All right, let me ask one more. Since we already talked about the present, let me ask about the future.
okay.
In the future, what do you think will work better for what you're doing right now if you were to continue doing interviews with artists and interviews with people? In the future, what do you think is going to be a bigger platform, a podcast or a TV or a talk show?
I was just going to say a talk show.
You still think your talk show is going to, in the future, still hold the same power? And we were just talking about how much the world is changing.
I mean, granted, the podcast will definitely work. It could work, right? But everything will still have to be virtual. Everything could still be, you know, but if there was growth in the future in AI, then there will be a talk show where everybody can virtually tune in, where I can have a broader widespread of people that can look at it at one time versus just me and like, you know, like just us two and whoever taps in from this versus if I have a talk show, I have the chance if it's in the future, it's gonna be hella TVs, like, you know, or at least I'm here and I can see it's 100 people tapped in, 100,000 people tapped in. So, you know, yeah, a talk show, and I'm definitely working on that, y'all. I mean,
you know where I think in the future talk shows are going to end up? Like, and I think Netflix, if y'all watching this, I need my percentage. If y'all take my damn idea, I think talk shows are about to end up on streaming platforms. Like, you're gonna look up and shit like the Jennifer Hudson show and all these shows. Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or somebody is gonna put out a dope ass talk show, and it's going to be in the biggest fucking talk show out. And you know what they're gonna do it with?
I need to reach out.
Instagram personality. They're gonna take somebody off Instagram and do it. I promise you. Or off of like, or they would do it with like, what's the shit that Kai does? Twitch, with like a Twitch streamer. It would be a Twitch streamer or somebody who does live interviews on Instagram. I think that's the next wave for a really big company.
When you say that, I'm just like twitching because I'm like, to make my.
Oh yeah. So yeah, shit. That's a good choice, man. Talk shows, like you said, talk shows still have that power. That's still the big thing. And you feel me? You can always be like, man, Oprah came from talk shows. Shit. Oprah had her talk show. She had a fucking podcast. I think she got something like a podcast now. But the Oprah show still got that power behind it. Talk shows have a history to them. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
I'm just going to say, just based off of where it went,
mm-hmm.
for sure, and the guests we had. But I definitely think that's important, like who you have on your podcast, and that's a lot. That's where I think a lot of it stemmed from the people who have chosen to be on the platform. Because, like I've told people, when I go to events, I don't always tap in with everybody. I'm not like thirsty like that. Like, I don't drink from every cup. So I'm like, hey, you want to get on my podcast? Hey, you want to get on? You know, I sit. You know, I look, I see what you're working with. I like the music. I see the vibes, how you are as an artist. And then I'm like, okay, you somebody who I want to tap in with. But by just off of that, I don't know your views. I don't know your followers. I just be like, hey, let's work. Let's talk about it and have I'm professional about it. Let's have a podcast. I would love to network with you. And get my Instagram, blah, blah, blah. We exchange information and we go from there. Then that's when I see their views or their, you know, because, you know, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it doesn't matter. I go off of you as an artist, your vibe, your energy, because I have to bring you in my space. Like, and to me, that's so important. So, paying or not, all money ain't good money. So, if you're not giving that good energy or you're not giving the vibes, I'm definitely not approaching you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Indeed. Keep it authentic.
Authentic, and that's how I've gotten some classics. Day, that's still a classic.
Man, that's my favorite fucking clip,
I mean,
bro.
you classic, Rick, classic. Like even the OGs have created structure, helped me build this because you guys have good journey, like good shit to talk about, and your journeys are crazy, like in a sense of they have passion, they have ups and downs, they have everything versus it's not just gold and paved way. You guys tell a real story. Like when we talk G talk, that's real shit that we talk about. It's not something that we Google. Like we
Mm-hmm.
really talk in our thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I say you, Britt, Abdullah, like just based off of these interviews, even Minnie, when I had the little 304 interview, that was
Mm-hmm.
still a good interview.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, who was interviewing? I mean, some people are interviewing. Like, it is one he is interviewing. I'm always talking about him on where he does the black and white portraits and he
Oh yeah,
interviews all the prostitutes.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's super dope, and that's another inspiration because I reached out to him to be on his thing,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Yeah, just send me your stuff," like, you know, and I just didn't because I'm insecure about my own shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, you know, I can do shit like this myself because we wouldn't have known all the shit that, you know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
I watch it, I be want to know. So when she tapped in and when she did that, that was dope because I reached out to some, especially in the beginning, I was reaching out to some and they just were uncomfortable, not trying to do it. So
Yeah.
just her adding her little spice to it, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's like crazy. It's like y'all really helped me for real. That's why the OGs don't even know. Always can
We
tap in with money talk.
in here.
Sure. Elijah, the scammer, Las Vegas scammer. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just having, man, it's just like a lot of shit that's happened on Money Talk that I'm like, I can't wait till the 1 year anniversary when it happened.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Yeah, so you, with this cool as shit clothing, far as your new drop, what was the inspiration behind that? Because I see you changed it up a bit from, you know, original.
The new drop is mostly like it's a lot of sweaters. You feel me? It's a lot of glitter, colorful, uh, mind trick looking colors. Shit look one way, chameleon colors type shit. Because I made a fucking shirt with this material that just looked crazy. It looked like some space neon shit, and I threw in some blue glitter, and I put it on an image that looked like a mushroom. And
Mm-hmm.
that shit just hit so hard. I took a couple other sweaters and I made a bunch more of them. And the next event I went to, I just put them out in the front to see people's reactions. Everybody fucked with them. So next drop is what I call bust down sweaters, because you know they all got, you know, some shiny shit. When the light hit them, a lot of them look crazy when the light hit them. Like I got a shirt that said black with this black glitter, right? And you can't even see it until you get up close to when you see it, you're like, oh shit, it says black, right? And then if you come out into the sunlight, it starts to sparkle like diamonds and shit. So yeah, this year I'm
That's
getting on my
dope.
real fashion shit, different materials, different colors. I'm putting more detail into my designs because you know in the beginning I was very my thing is I'm not big on fashion. I like the novelty look because novelty shit lasts forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like the plain Joe boxer shit with the smile face, like that shit's gonna last forever. The I love New York t-shirt, that shit's gonna last forever. So in the beginning I went, you know, like this plain black and white designs. Simple shit that you'll see at like a gift shop type shit. I'm taking that same concept and I'm just putting more life to it. I'm adding some more color here. I'm putting more details into this picture. Instead of using the plain UFO, I put the UFO with the lights on it. And I'm gonna add the alien inside with some color in it type shit. So I'm going thicker material on my t-shirts. You feel me? Because I kept it in the beginning, like I said, novelty. A lot of time when you go to gift shops, it's a rather thin little t-shirt that probably won't last forever and it's gonna fade away, but that's the novelty vintage look. So I'm taking that and I'm mixing it with the shit that people like to pay for. Fit clothes that's gonna last a long time. You feel me? And I'm not sure what I'm doing as far as bottoms go for my brand because I used to sell sweatpants and I don't like them. Them motherfuckers that they're not making it into this year. They definitely did not make the cut. They will be taken off the website in the next 2 weeks.
So you still have.
I had
I was trying to look it up on my damn computer.
I had what is it called? The sweatpants and the bottoms go out. They call them the stack sweats.
Oh yeah.
I had those too, but it's 50-50. A lot of people see the look and they think they like it, and they don't realize that those pants really hang really low on you. Like, depending on what kind of shoes you wear, they drag. So half the people, exactly, like super low. So half the people who thought they liked it didn't even like them. So I don't think I'm doing bottoms at all right now. I won't say at all this year, but right now I'm not doing bottoms at all. All sweaters, t-shirts, and hoodies.
Wait. So you so hold on. I'm looking on the website. My shit loading up. I'm trying to see what you got left so I can give me a deal.
Oh, and the website finna be shut down too.
Let me.
I'm bringing the website to life, man. I never liked it. I made it just so it was there, so I have that resource. But I'm changing. I want my website to look nice. I'm gonna give me a fucking, not the full end. Right now, I started at step 1, a regular website just to have one. So step 2 is to give me a website that looks nice, that I'm gonna make into something that look good, and then next year, I already plan to actually get a website built by a fucking website designer that I can get custom. So this year it's gonna be the same, nothing too crazy. It's just gonna look a lot better than just picture of the shirt, the name, and the fucking price.
Okay.
You know?
I'm on Google, that's why, and I see cool shit. And I'm like, no.
Cool as shit clothes.bigcartel.com.
No, I know it's something else. Cool shit. Say it again.
Cool as shit clothes.bigcartel.com.
All right.
Did that work?
Yeah.
I say I don't think we're scheduled to be taken out for like 2 more weeks. Oh no, that website be up for a couple more days. I didn't realize it's 22nd already.
Okay. I'm trying to see the pants.
Yeah, I'm switching to Shopify. I'm gonna get me a Shopify site built.
I've had Shopify before.
Yeah, because I wasn't aware. I thought most people that, oh yeah, we on deck. I thought most people that use Shopify have them make their shit, but when I found out I can sell the shit that I make myself on Shopify, I'm like, yeah, let me switch over. Can you see the website plain? Website plain as hell. That shit kind of dry, you know.
I had to start somewhere, bud.
Yes, indeed. Oh yeah.
Well, I was looking for the sweats, but I didn't see them.
Oh, and we're adding other novelty items, mugs. We have the little water cups. We got hats. What else And yeah, that's everything so far. Oh, shoestrings and hoodie strings.
Nice. I
Yeah.
love the hoodie strings.
We're gonna sell them in like 5 different colors now with the shoestrings to match.
I'm loving the upgrades.
Yes, indeed.
I'm loving it.
So yeah, that's what's going
Yeah,
on. You know.
I'm loving it. Loving the growth. I'm loving to see the growth, both your music, your artistry, and in your art as far as your fashion and your clothing company.
We taking
So
over.
that's super excited for me. No, I'm just...
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's next. I already know. I'm waiting for another one of them big group um episodes.
Oh,
The
me too, me
last
too.
one was fucking hilarious. I was like, oh, they in there having a fucking ball.
Oh man, that big one is coming. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
Also too, I'm having I am gonna have a G Talk that's in Las Vegas in person with 2 artists.
Hey.
It's gonna be nice, but where it's gonna be like a real touchy, sensitive, not sensitive, but a real touchy topic. I haven't released it yet, but it's coming real soon.
Oh, that's dope
But
to do that with G Talk.
yes,
That's the right
just
place to do it.
just to tap in for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm doing a secret segment that I'm gonna start recording, but I'll be doing it live. So that'll be starting real soon. I'm just waiting for that. Besides me, Brandon basking for a couple of companies, yours and Brit's. I literally this sock cam. I don't know. I'm gonna be posting for that, but I have people wearing socks. So that's like a thing that I do when you come tap in and you have an interview with me.
Bro.
You have socks.
Bro, we need to collab. No, look. No, in all seriousness. Hold on. Because I got a sock company that would love to collab with you on that. In all seriousness.
Yes.
I have a whole sock company that I can tap in with that would love to do a collaboration with you on that, to where maybe you can give away some of their socks every episode or something.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. For sure, for sure.
Let's collab for sure. Cass don't play. You know I love opportunities. No.
Hell yeah.
Yes, so I've been definitely tapping in with something different. This is a different type of podcast, and yeah, it's been amazing.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah,
As always, it's always good. You feel me? We back at it again.
Back at it again, and yeah, it was good to catch up and see what you've been up to and the growth you've been on. Anything we can look towards in the future? I know we said you got your songs coming out, but any performances that we can look forward to seeing you doing?
I'm dropping a video in a couple days
Just that one.
For one of the tracks on Gravity. It's only 2 left, so it'll be one of the last 2 that's left that I haven't dropped yet. And other than that, more music, more videos, lots of stuff. Make sure y'all go follow 99 Wayne. For sure, because 99 Wayne is doing big shit for LA. And I've been over there tapping in with Mike D over at 99 Wayne, so we got a lot of big things on the way. We just dropped the first episode of 99 Wayne Breaking News, which is local LA news, and we ran it like a real news show. And that's how we filmed it. It came out nice.
Yeah.
So, yep, and yeah, shit, we taking over the world. Be on the lookout for my hair journey. See how long it takes me to get my locks back and my beard back.
Wait, so are you growing it back?
Growing everything back immediately. Right back.
congratulations, man. How's the fast going?
It's going good. I still ain't ate today.
Man, well, you started
Every
something.
food.
I've definitely been pushing myself to do it too, and on certain days and my coffee and stuff, I've been trying to do it. I'm like, Cat's doing it, you know. That's like someone to do it too. So
Hey, I appreciate that. As long as, you know, once we do it, we inspire others to do it, you know, that's when you know you're doing something right, man. That's one of the things that keep me going on my journey. Because I've had a couple people hit me up like, yeah, bro, I'm thinking about getting back in the gym. Or some people hit me like, yeah, bro, I'm back in the gym. So
okay,
that shit cool. Like I
okay,
said,
Malcolm X.
it's part one. It's just part one. You feel me? Once you get that fucking mental training, all it is me tricking my brain into learning how to be disciplined about everything else
Yeah,
that I'm lacking in. You feel me? So sometimes it ain't always the mental affects the physical. Sometimes the physical affect the mental too.
that's why we gotta have some type of balance.
Indeed.
Balance. And definitely, yeah, just don't give up.
Yes.
You started
Indeed.
something, and I've seen you've been going for sure. You've been keeping at it. It wasn't no New Year's resolution. You've been doing it. So,
You know?
yep. And I see the growth. So, yeah,
Appreciate you.
ganging.
We in
Money
here.
Talk, y'all. You already know what it is. Thank you, Cass, so much for joining me tonight.
We
It
in
was
here.
definitely a pleasure for us to ask each other some questions. And yeah, moving forward, we're going to continue to be in that bag. Without further ado, y'all, peace.
Peace.
Let that money